Hi, this is Eric Granger with the Granger Group at eXp Realty, and we help people buy and sell real estate here in Southwest Florida from Naples up to Fort Myers, Cape Coral area. And I wanted to make this video today to discuss an issue that we discuss with a lot of our clients. Should I buy or should I rent? And the answer is not always as obvious as you may think. When considering a rental, you need to consider your plans. Are they short-term or are they long-term? If they're short-term, you probably ought to consider a rental unless you have long-term wealth building goals. And I'll get to that in a second. But if your plans are more short-term, consider a couple of things. You do not always have to sign up for an annual lease. Everyone thinks that if they're renting out there, that's their only option. It's not. There are 6-month rentals out there. There are 3-month rentals out there. Heck, there are month-to-month rentals out there. So, and you may not have your own furniture. You can rent homes that are furnished, and or turnkey, which means not just furnishings. It's got plates, knives, forks, the whole nine. I mean, it is really prepared. Bring your clothes and your toothbrush. You need to consider your plans in the property when considering a rent. In terms of financial benefit, really isn't any financial benefit. You get the rights to a roof over your head, but you really don't get any financial benefit from paying rent to a landlord. They do. You are paying down either a mortgage on their end, or they're taking, or a combination of they're taking rental income and paying down a lien on their end. So, these are the kinds of things to consider when you're considering rent. Now, if you're considering long-term wealth building, which is, a smart thing to do, you're probably going to want to buy, even if your plans are short-term. If your plans are long-term, it's a slam dunk. You need to buy. You'd be surprised how many times I've had clients come to me and say, man, my mortgage payment's going to be less than my rent. That's true. And, people come to me also and say, man, I can't believe you were able to get me into that house with the amount of cash that I had. Because they feel like they need 20% down or some large cash amount in the bank to be able to afford buying. With down payment assistance programs, the Homes for Heroes program, which is for all first-time home buyers, not just firefighters, police officers, nurses, educators, EMF, that kind of stuff, those kind of folks. We are here for them, but the program has expanded, and it's really beneficial in terms of helping people get into homes with less out of their pocket. And remember, you're not going into a rental with zero out of your pocket. You are going in with a security deposit, application fees, and then usually your first month's rent. Sometimes they even charge first month and last month of rent on top of your security deposit. So are you getting in there with zero cash? No, you have cash to get into your rentals as well. But with owning, we can do things. We have the market has shifted, and we have moved from seller's market to more of a neutral market, but we're really kind of leaning into a buyer's market now. So sellers are willing to pay closing costs, and combine that with a good loan officer who understands down payment assistance programs and things like that. If we can get some closing cost help then negotiated for you, along with down payment assistance and a good loan that works for you, you'd be surprised at what your payment will be with your principal, interest, taxes, and insurance compared to what you were going to pay in rent. You'd be really surprised. So when considering buying versus renting, you really need to probably have a conversation with me or someone on my team, and or a good local lender, and I can help you find the right lender to speak with. So if you are considering renting or buying and can't, need to talk through all the options and understand what's best for you, give us a call. I like to have that conversation with you. understand what your needs are, and then match that with the best solution. Thanks for listening today, and I'll talk to you soon.